Hello and welcome to episode 48 of Eye on the Tigers, a podcast all about the National Ice Hockey League, but one that always has an eye on the Telford Tigers. Kick off then with news from Tigers. So Tigers 2, as sort of had last week, and as there been the statement from the club, the coaching team from Tigers 2 have left. So Tigers 2 are now actively looking for replacements. As a post out earlier in the week, and they were just taking a look for, I guess, really people to express interest in becoming part of the new coaching team at Tigers 2. So we watch this space and wait for an announcement as to how that goes and who will take over the duties there. In terms of the Telford Tigers, a couple of signings have been announced since the last episode. First was a new face to the Tigers. Edgar Landbergs is joining. We'll see how it goes. Last season, perhaps not his greatest season, it might be fair to say. But the season before at the Bison put up some pretty good numbers. So with any luck, we'll see some of that for the Tigers. I'm sure we will because, with the team and Tom coaching, he's going to get plenty of opportunity to put up some good numbers, you'd think. So fingers crossed on that one. Second announcement, it was a re-signing. It was D-Man, and Deacon Fielder is back. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Never shirks defensive responsibilities. Very much focused on sort of keeping that puck out of the net. And also, he's not afraid to stand up for the team as and where required. So, yeah, really good signing for me. Re-signing for me, that one. As promised last week, talk about a couple of other things, though, across the league. So a couple of clubs that really want to take a look at. First is Bees IHC, or as we should now call them, the Berkshire Bees. Yes, they've undergone a name change. Had been the Bracknell Bees, then they moved to Slough, they were Bees IHC, and now Berkshire Bees. So, Bees fans, let me know, what do you think of the new name? Do you like it? Are you a fan of it? Is it something that might end up growing on you? Yeah, just let me know. Leave a comment, let me know. They've also unveiled a new logo, and I believe, and somebody please feel free to get in touch and correct me if I'm wrong, but they've also shown their shirts for next season. First team to do so across the league. Black and yellow, no surprise there. Looks a pretty decent design. I'll take a look at all the shirts as and when each team has announced them, but yeah, off to a good start. Quite straightforward, quite liked it. Nothing too much more to say on that. So changes afoot there at, well, the Berkshire Bees, I can now say. The other one that I really want to talk about is at Peterborough Phantoms, and they have gone down the route of a non-British trained. I'm going to probably use that and import fairly interchangeably, probably import more. Netminder, Hayden Levine is getting the job between the pipes. It's an interesting one. It's provoked plenty of controversy, I think it'd be fairly safe to say. A lot of people against it. I kind of don't have too much of an issue with it, if that's the direction that they want to go in. And I get the whole thing about, it's holding back the development of British netminders. But aren't the Elite League doing that with the number of non-British trained netminders there? And if Great Britain, as seems to be the case, are reluctant to call up players from the National League, kind of where is there for British netminders to go? I know that's a much bigger question. But yeah, sort of some thoughts on that. I mean, I think what I would say is it puts a lot of pressure on Levine. He's going to need to post some really, really strong numbers. As well as putting pressure on Levine, I think it's going to put pressure on their other two non-British trained players. I think there's kind of always pressure on I'm just going to stick with it, it's easier to say, with the imports to put up good numbers. And they're now only going to have two skaters who are imports, so the pressure is really going to be on them to put up some big numbers, I think. So I think it puts a lot of pressure on, in particular, those three players, so Levine and the two other imports that they'll have. Levine to have a really strong save percentage, and for the other two to put up some big numbers. I'll be interested to see how it goes. If kind of it works and is a success, I guess judge for yourself what success is. It'll be interesting to see if any other teams go down the same route. I was going to say next season, but of course we're already thinking about next season, I guess, for the 25-26 season, which sounds very strange to be saying. I mean, there are still some teams who will take a look around for 24-25 for net mining positions, I think. So whether any of them also bite the bullet now that the first one's happened, I guess we wait and see. But yeah, certainly an interesting one. As I say, personally, I don't have too much against it. Be interested to see how it does work out, though. And as I say, I do think there's plenty of pressure. So that's my thoughts on a couple of big stories around the league. As always, just get in contact, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Plan for next week is I'm going to take a look at each team and the signings that they have already announced. So I know where I'll be this time next week. Where will you be? Hopefully tuning back in. That's enough for today. Bye for now.